Hey guys, ScopeSiteCX, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. We are just... Repel, we're off, you suck. So, we are just leaving the Devoncourt building, and there are a bunch of scientists here. We will be coming back here later for something that I will be showing. That will take place a little bit later in the game, and let's see what this guy has to say now. We're always welcome here. Yeah, we better be. We just saved your company from economic bankruptcy. Welcome to Devoncourt, provide producers of item and medicines that make your life better. Developing an added feature for the Pokénav, and it turned out great. And I see the Pokénav, the one our president gave you. How'd you know that? It's called Match Call. This is like the Pokemon, the watch. How you got the Poke Gear and Heart Gold and Soul Silver with the phone, and you already have a number registered. Oh, Scope, since you told me the Pokénav is working properly, other people will be registered. Yeah, it's because I'm looking down you at my office window. You freaking creeper, get away from me. Gotta get back to work. Yeah, go back into your lab. I believe there's going to be something coming up over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's May. We're gonna have to battle her again, probably. So, right now I'm gonna stock up on extra repels, maybe, I don't know if I might need another Pokeball, but I definitely will grab some of those super potions. 10 repels should be good, and I don't think I need any more Pokeballs. But definitely want to stock up on some super potions. You never know what could happen. Alright, and that's going to be it from the Pokemart. And I believe that up on this next route there is going to be a Pokemon that I want to add to my team. Yeah, it's going to be here on Route 116, not in the Rust Surf Tunnel, but in the grassy areas that you've seen before. This is a bird-type Pokemon that will be able to learn flying moves, which will be helpful for the next gym because it is fighting. Alright, I think Sarkenville will be helpful, and plus his runaway is actually pretty good. And here we have a battle. If it's not what I'm looking for, I will... Nope, it's not what I'm looking for. Although this is Whismur. I've also the Loudred and later X-Cloud, but Runaway is very helpful because we can just flee on the first turn. I'm just going to cut forward when I find it, so I'll see you guys there, and here we are. Fighting against Tailow, and this is going... Tailow's a very good physical attacker with pretty decent speed. What it did there was focus energy. It raises the chances of a critical hit, and I think I'm going to go with one of the Great Balls I got from Devoncourt. Alright, there we go. We threw it. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Tailow is ours. Now this one actually took a little bit of a while because I cut straight to the battle. And although the small is very courageous, it'll take on larger Skarmory on equal footing. However, it's well weakened if it is hungry. So I'm gonna name this Pokemon Hard to Find because it took me a couple minutes to find it. Actually, no, not hard, not hair, hard. Hard number 2 hard to find. F-I-N-D, hard to find. I could have put an exclamation point, but I did not feel like it. Now my practice file, I named it Bird's Word after the song by Trash Man, but I'm like, no, I have to name this thing Hard to Find. So, right now we're just gonna go into the Pokemon Center before we go into May. Before we fight May, and that'll be very helpful. Yes, we'll rest our Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for waiting. We restored your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. Maybe not in this Pokemon Center, but other ones I'll be sure. And now I'm all set, although I might want to put out Hard to Find in the front slot. Just so that I can gain some experience, because level 6 is decent, but it's pretty low. Hi, Scope, you got a Match Call feature put on your Pokénav? Let's register each other, and now we can call May whenever we want. Although we can't call her to battle whenever we want. And she passed Mr. Briney. And she asked us about the Pokedex, and now we get to fight her, apparently. May will always have the starter of her starter one level before it'll evolve. And I believe this first Pokemon will change depending on what your starter pick was. I'm not exactly sure about that, but Nature Power Turn to the Swift, that is not good. Flying type is strong against grass, which is why it got off as much damage as it did for only being level 6. But I do not want to have to put up with that Nature Power, because that can be very annoying. Nature Power turns into Swift when I believe you're in a city area. It turns into Body Slam when you're in like a building or something, I believe. It turns into a water type move when you're on water. It changes with your environment, basically. And a couple quick attacks will easily take it down, and hard to find grew to level 7. See, its main priority is attack and speed, mostly speed though. And here's Torchic. Hopefully it won't be as weak as when we fought it before. So it's only 2 levels weaker than us, and it might have a move that, yeah, it's got Ember, which is not good. I mean, look at that, it's brought us all the way down to like about half. So it's going for the focus energy. I honestly hope it does not get the critical hit here. And that didn't do so much. And Ember and crap. Killed Ninjagecko, so we're looking kind of bad here. But I hope Sark and Vol can be bulky enough to take it. We're gonna tackle out. And whoa, brought us out of 2 HP in 1 hit. But ironically, we get the critical hit after no focus energies whatsoever, and that was Wayne. So we defeated Pokemon Trainer May. Yikes, you're better than I expected. We got 900 Poké$. Awesome. By the way, Mr. Bryony, and he was a once revered seafarer, so I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center, and then remember that Pokemon Zigzagoon that I said is like the perfect HM slave? After I heal the Pokemon, I'm going to just cut straight into a battle where I find it. It's going to be on the route right to the left of Paddleburg City, so I will see you in a little bit once I show you where it is on the map. See right there, to the left of, well, Oldale Town, right of Paddleburg, I guess. So I was wrong. And I will see you guys when that battle starts, which is now. And hard to find grew a couple levels in the process, because I wasn't exactly sure where it was, and I had to it got leveled up through Paddleburg Forest. So it also learned Quick Attack in the process. So I got one off, or a pack, I'm not sure which move it was. And I threw a Pokeball, 1, 2, 3... Yes, we have our first HM slave. There were only 2 HM slaves I will use in this Let's Play. So we got Zigzagoon added to our data. It is good for finding items, too. So I'm going to name it HMCOONETTE. And just because it's a girl, I'm going to add the "ette" suffix, E-T-T-E, HMCOONETTE. I think it's pretty funny. And you can fit really long nicknames in here. So we're back here on the route to the right of Paddleburg City. You never thought we'd come here, it would be. So we're going to go heal up really quickly because HMCOONETTE will stay at whatever health you caught it at, or whatever Pokemon you're fighting. It's very important to know. And we restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. I'm sure you will. Alright, so, not Pokenav, but Bag. Now we can teach Cut to something. I will probably be teaching Rock Tomb to Ninjagecko in a later episode, but not now. It will become helpful in another gym very later in the game. So here we're on Route 104, and we are just about to come up to Mr. Briney's cottage. Here it is right now, I'm guessing. Mr. Briney's cottage, yep. I mean, look at that. This guy is a bow prepared and everything. He's pretty prepared, honestly. Even for an old man, he's pretty prepared, and he's chasing his Pico around. Not sure what it is still. And that's going to be it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time.